Tottenham destroy Copenhagen, finally getting a home victory, much needed for Thomas Frank and Tottenham. Stay tuned to the very end. I'll be giving my honest and balanced, as always, match reaction and also my Tottenham player ratings. So yeah, make sure you do stay tuned to the end. But first, if you're new, please like and subscribe. And this is a significant win for Tottenham. Make absolutely no mistake about it. It's one of those where I look at and go, a turning point. And I don't think we've been banned under Frank, but I think this is one of those games that really, we're going to look back on and go, wow, look, we've kicked on, gone from A to B. I think it's our turning point under Frank. Make no mistake about it. I think he's a fantastic manager and he will succeed with time. I'm absolutely sure of that. He's installed a defensive structure already. He's installed the foundation, if you like, and tonight we showed the attacking quality too. So I'm really excited for what's to come, but I think this victory is, I go as far as saying, significant, and it's four wonderful goals as well. You got the first one, Brendan Johnson. I don't know what the keeper's thinking, but Johnson does incredibly well to what looks easy but isn't, and Johnson certainly did make it look easy, but no, really tight end goal. And what a pass by Xavi Simons. I mean, I think we'll get onto him as a whole, but I think he was very, very good tonight. Then second goal, Odobert, good assist from Rando Colomwani, but it was a shame that Johnson got that red card, because it was a good day for him because he got that goal and, smiling again, which is great, but it was a bit of a silly, needless tackle, really, because we did have cover there. But I think it's on the harsh side of the red cards, but I can definitely understand why it's been given. And then we just had a crazy 3 minutes where we scored in the 64th and then 67th minute. Van der Ven, wow, for that third goal, absolutely insane. For me, that's beaten, and that's saying something. Schumannson's goal against Burnley, a solo run, nobody wanted to stop him, backing off. You think he's eventually going to pass, or simply they couldn't deal with him. I'll let you decide which one it was, but Van der Ven, nobody could deal with him, that's what I do know. And not only is that solo run to take everyone on, it's the finish as well. It's a striker's finish. It's a really, really good finish after, running the whole length of the pitch. That's an incredible goal. And then the fourth one, João Palhinha as well, getting that fourth goal. I mean, I just think that's a very good finish as well. And Romero as well, the other centre-back, what a great piece of play to get the assist. So both our centre-backs hugely involved. I mean, Dane Scarlett as well, come off the bench, and he won us a penalty, done incredibly well. Richarlison taking the penalty and hitting the bar. It's one of those where if he goes in, that's a fantastic penalty. You go top bins, 10 out of 10. But because he's hit the bar, you look at it and go, it almost looks like he's just hit it with just power and no accuracy. It's difficult to know, but we know Richarlison should be scoring. I know you've got to earn your stripes and there's a pecking order that you've got to install, but part of me thinks that Scarlett should have been allowed to take that, and I do feel for him a little bit, of course, getting that penalty. I think Danso conducted himself very well with that, by the way. But no, for Tottenham, hugely impressed. I think the case now is, can we continue this like United at the weekend? Because for tonight we saw some real attacking flair, we saw creativity, we saw attacking intent, and I think we dropped and ditched that double pivot of Bentancur and Paulinho, and we just looked like the handbrake was off and we went for it and played some beautiful 1-2 touch football at times tonight. I know a lot of people go, it's a really average opposition and etc, but I'd say yes, that's true. We can only beat what's in front of you, and tonight was a really convincing performance. You have those games as managers and as a team where you just go, this is where you go from A to B. So where you go from first gear to third gear, that kind of game where you just excel afterwards. I think this is going to be a big turning point for Thomas Frank. I still think it's been a good start, but it could be like turning point in terms of attacking output, hopefully. But as I said before, I say again, 85-86 goal contributions are missing from last season for injuries of Solanke, Maddison and Kulusevski, and also Salin Son, who we didn't replace. But player ratings for this game, that's where I'm going to talk through individual performances. Vicario, I'll give a 7. Didn't have too much to do, but what he did have to do is very good at, and had a hamstring injury at the end. Was he run the clock down after going down to 10? I don't quite know. One thing I will say is, can we play with 10 men every single week? With Vicario, I'll give a 7. Porro, then I'll give an 8. I mean, some of his crossing, balls in the box are just superb. I mean, find me a better right back. Well, find me a right back that can put better balls in the box, I should say. His attacking output is amazing, and a couple of times ball over the top, and I'm thinking, oh no, Porro defensively. One, he brings it down beautifully and completes the pass. Another time, he just deals with it really well, physically, aerially. So 8, you could go a lot higher in reflection. Romero, I'll give an 8. Clean sheet, big part of it, great to have him back in, we love, and much missed his progressive passes, captained the side well, got an assist too. Again, you could go so much higher. Van der Ven, I give a 9, I mean, very, very close to 10 for that solo goal. That's got to be goal of the season. Certainly the goal of the Champions League. You're not going to beat this, in the season in the Champions League. I don't think you're going to beat it in any competition, but we always see some magnificent goals, but that's got to be up there with the very, very best, and definitely for me slightly better than Son's. Udogie, I give it 8. I think it's made a real difference, brings balance into that side, having a natural left back, and what I mean by that isn't somebody naturally left footed, natural to the left back position, because Udogie's so much better going forward than Spence. Spence I like on 1v1 duels, and I think he's done an excellent job covering at left back, but Udogie adds so much more balance. Ben Score, give a 9. I thought he's excellent. I just think he played with so much freedom almost tonight, and I thought he controlled the play really well. I think he's one of the best players on the pitch. It goes as far as saying that. So great performance from the Uruguayan. Sarr, give a 7. I think a couple of times a few times in fact, he'd be sloppy and disappointed himself, like on the ball, but no doubt about it, made a difference with his energy, and he also won the ball back well. Just some of his passing could be a little bit better, but he's been through a lot, so I don't want to be too harsh on him. Johnson, I give a 7. I mean, it would be a little bit higher if it wasn't for that red card, and because he doesn't need to do that. For me, I always like to see them being given as a yellow, but I'm not going to pretend that it's like, oh my god, this shocking decision. I know why it's been given. You see that be given, and that is consistency, to be fair, although I don't always like that to be given, because I know it looks bad, it's probably dangerous, it probably is out of control slightly, but I just think it's low in my opinion. I know it's going to hurt the player, but for me, it is on the soft side of red cards anyway. Simmons are given 8. I mean, long way it continues, clearly playing with a bit of flair, a bit of confidence, a bit of swagger, if you like, and confidence is the word I would use to describe Simmons' performance. Still could do better with some areas, but I think he was better tonight, so long may this continue. Odeberg given 8. I mean, again, that goal contribution towards the end was absolutely deserved. I thought he was good. Again, not perfect, but I think he's shown some really promising signs in recent weeks, and this is another good performance from him. Kylan Wani, I think he's really got something to offer. I think there's something in him, I really do, that we can really utilise. Thought he was good tonight. I'm happy for him to get that assist, and he just needs that goal now. And there's one opportunity moment, wasn't there? It was 1-2 touch football from everyone, Simmons, Paulinho, etc. He just needed to finish from Wani, and he takes that unnecessary extra touch and puts it just wide of the post. So yeah, once he gets that goal, he'll be up and running, but he was good tonight, no doubt about it. Substitutes, I mean, Paulinho, I'm going to give a 9. You'll be thinking, wow, what? Substitute. Well, he got a goal and assist and just brought control and calmness to the game, and he did change the game. So fair play to him. Coming off the bench, Paulinho, I'll give him a 9. Spence, 6.5. I thought actually wasn't involved too much. What he was involved in, he was very good going down the flanks, kept on the ball well, and had a real aggression and fire in his belly almost in the game. Dance, I'll give a 6. I think we spoke well with Dane Scarlett. I think it was a really good moment, and he didn't really see him too much, so it's more of a generic score. Richarlison, I'll give a 6. This is really tough, could have gone either way, because he's involved a lot, and he does some good bits, don't get me wrong, but a couple of chances, that one cross from Porro in particular, and he knows he slats the ground twice, he's got to score that. Penalty too that he did miss. I don't think it's an awful penalty like the commentary thought at the time. It's just one of those that looks bad, but of course you don't score because you've absolutely whacked it. So Richarlison, I'll give a 6, not his night at all. Scarlett, I'll give a 6, comes on, holds the ball up well, and wins that penalty. It does really, really well. So for him, of course, you're frustrated not to take it, but I can understand why he didn't. So is my Tottenham player ratings, but overall, really, really chuffed, really happy with the team. A lot more attacking flair, and we just, that second half, we just were electric at times. It's about now. It's good to see against Copenhagen. Can we continue that? Like Man United before the international break, PSG and Arsenal. Of course, you adapt your opponent. We're not going to be as quite free-flowing, but I think the point is we just want to see the ball moved a bit quicker, be a bit more attacking, have more of the ball for a start. So tonight was a very, very good start. I think Frank still started his Spurs career well, and I think those Frank out idiots, I'm going to say it and be frank, I think have been silenced after this, and a lot of it is on the players. So I want to give credit to the players, and they responded perfectly to that Chelsea defeat and performance, which have hurt everyone at the club, I'm sure, including us supporters. And credit to Frank, I think he got it right with his team selection, his substitutions, his tactics, of course. And I think he's a top manager, make no mistake about it. I think he's the man that can bring long-term success to the football club. I genuinely believe that if he's given the time and the tools. But no, really happy with this. Man of the match, I'm going to have to give to Van der Ven just for that moment alone. What a goal it was, solo goal. it's just legendary like, and that song goal will never quite be as special now Van der Ven's done it, or maybe it will be because it makes us remember it, who knows. But very happy, Tottenham win, totally deserved, convincing 4-0 victory. Could have been and should have been a lot more, let's be totally honest with you about that. Could have been 5, 6, 7, no disrespect, but Copenhagen collapsed in that second half. But thank you very much for watching, hope you enjoyed this video. I do think it was a good bit of content, if I may say so myself. If you're new, please like and subscribe, and a massive come on you Spurs.